Join me as I put this super accurate laser measuring tool to the test and see if it really lives up to the hype for both DIY lovers and pros. So, I've been working on a bunch of DIY projects lately and I realized how much of a game changer a good measuring tool can be. This laser measuring tool claims to be super accurate and easy to use, making it perfect for both hobbyists and professionals. Measuring can be such a pain, especially when you're working on your own. I've spent hours trying to get accurate readings with a tape measure, only to realize I've made a mistake. It's frustrating and time-consuming. And let's be honest, who hasn't struggled with a tape measure that's tangled or hard to read? I've lost count of how many times I've had to remeasure a room or a piece of wood because my tape measure wasn't cooperating. And then there's the issue of human error. When you're measuring manually, it's easy to misread the numbers or make a calculation mistake. I've had projects where I've had to redo an entire section because my measurements were off. It's not only frustrating but also costly. You end up wasting materials and time, which can be a real setback. I've also had issues with measuring complex spaces or objects. For example, trying to measure a room with a lot of nooks and crannies or a piece of furniture with an unusual shape. It's hard to get accurate readings with a traditional measuring tool. Using a tape measure can be even more challenging when you're working alone. You end up having to hold the tape in place while you try to read the measurements, which can be tricky. That's why I was excited to try out this laser measuring tool. This laser measuring tool is designed to make measuring easier and more accurate. It's got a range of features that make it perfect for DIY projects and professional work. For one, it's super precise. We're talking accuracy of up to 1/16 of an inch. That's crazy accurate. And it's easy to use, even for someone like me who's not exactly a pro. The tool also has some advanced functions that make measuring a breeze. For example, it can calculate area and volume for you, which is super handy when you're working on a project. And it's got a built-in level, so you can make sure your measurements are perfectly level. I've been playing around with the tool and I have to say, it's been a revelation. The precision is amazing and it's so easy to use. I've been using it to measure rooms, furniture, and even complex objects, and it's been spot on every time. Let's put the tool to the test. I'm going to measure this room and see how accurate it is. Okay, so I've set up the tool and... Whoa, that's fast. It's giving me the measurements in real time and they're looking spot on. I'm also impressed with how easy it is to use, just point and shoot. The tool is also really fast. I'm getting measurements in seconds, which is a huge time saver. And the best part is, I can rely on the measurements, which means I can focus on the fun part of DIY, creating something. In conclusion, this laser measuring tool has been a total game changer for me. It's accurate, easy to use, and has some really handy features that make measuring a breeze. Whether you're a DIY lover or a pro, this tool is definitely worth checking out. If you've had any experiences with measuring tools, good or bad, I'd love to hear about them. Leave a comment below and let me know what you've used and what you thought. And if you're interested in checking out more DIY tool reviews, I've got another video coming up soon on advanced DIY tools that you won't want to miss. HOZO NeoRulerGO Digital Tape Measure with Laser, Smart Rechargeable Measuring Tool for Flat, Curved, Odd Shapes, Bluetooth app, Pocket Size, Cool Gadgets for Dad, Men, Husband. Brand HOZO. Are batteries included? Yes. Color, Space Gray. Material 7075 aluminum alloy, polycarbonate. Sport, tape measure. Cool smart gadget gift for men, a unique and practical gift for men who have everything. NeoRulerGO blends smart technology with real-world functionality, making it the perfect gadget for DIY lovers, engineers, and tech enthusiasts. Easy to carry, pocket-sized tool, only 0.7 inch by 1.2 inch by 3.4 inch and 1.6 ounces. NeoRulerGO is extremely portable and pocket-friendly. Carry smaller, measure smarter, roll to measure everything, every day. User-friendly, includes left-hand and right-hand modes, and an LCD screen that supports both landscape and portrait orientations for a more personalized and convenient user experience. The device is designed to automatically shut down after 1 minute of inactivity. Versatile measurement functions, linear measurement, circular measurement, arbitrary curve measurement, irregular surface measurement, and cylinder diameter measurement. NeoRulerGO gets you covered with accuracy and at ease, with a digital screen and a precision of plus or minus 0.04 inch. 93 built-in scales and unit switch, includes 52 US standard scales and 41 metric scales for maximum versatility, multiple units cm/m/inch per foot plus inch/yard/mile/km for any project, big or small. Customize infinite scales. Define unlimited scales for any missing or out-of-plan scales. Easily set custom scales for specific projects like unscaled or misprinted floor plans. Perfect for architects, interior designers, civil engineers, real estate professionals, and any DIY projects. Free app via Bluetooth. Effortlessly transfer data to the app and export to CAD files, DXF, PDF, JPG. Create and switch your own scale lists on the Mazer app and upload them to NeoRulerGO. Also allows you to switch scales, languages, left/right-hand modes, horizontal and vertical LCD display, sleep time, and perform measurement calibration for enhanced accuracy and convenience. Precision Laser. Laser class I less than 1 mW ensures accurate and safe measurements for your projects.